Thank you. Thank you for that warm welcome. Good evening. Bridge and concert, and I tell you, we're excited about it right here in Houston, Texas. And tonight with special guest speaker Bob Benson. What a time we're going to have praising and loving the Lord.
I just love loving the Lord more than anything else that I do.
I just love loving the Lord. I love praising and serving Him too.
Some folks love music, that's why they sing, but that alone, my friend, is not enough for me, because I just love loving the Lord more than anything else that I do. I just love loving the Lord more than anything else that I do. Loving the Lord, I love praising and serving Him too. Some folks love music, that's why they sing, but that alone, my friend, is not enough for me, because I just love loving the Lord more than anything else that I do.
I can't see me serving nobody but Jesus.
Jesus.
You know I can't see me serving nobody but God. I said I can't see me serving nobody but Jesus.
Jesus.
You know I can't see me serving nobody but God.
You know that I'm careful what I call my master. You know that there's only one I choose to call my Lord whenever I pledge my all or give my total allegiance. Gotta be Jesus Christ and only Him alone.
'Cause I can't see me serving nobody but Jesus.
Jesus.
You know I can't see me serving nobody but God. I said I can't see me serving nobody but Jesus.
Jesus.
You know I can't see me serving nobody but God.
Serving God deserves the best that's in me. My praise is more than just a noise I make. You know that I will not give that which cost me nothing. I'm gonna give Him my all, and all is what it takes.
'Cause I can't see me see me serving nobody but God.
You know I can't see me
Serving nobody but Jesus.
Jesus. You know I can't see me serving nobody but God. I can see me serving
Nobody but Jesus. I can't see me serving no one but God. No one but Jesus.
Just save some of that. I may need it later. It's good to be in this place this evening. I want to read a verse or two that we can just use for a thread for our thinking together as we sing and worship the Lord in this wonderful place this evening. I have a lot of things to read in connection with what I want to read and with what I ought to be reading, in connection with the business, I guess. And I ought to take speed reading, I know. But I'm one of those old-fashioned, back before the war, slow readers. I just start over on the left-hand side of the page. And I just read all the words, word for word, all the way across. And when you get over here, where there aren't any words, you just put your mind in neutral and let it drop back. Down a notch and go across again. On a quick day, I can go back and drop down at the same time. It just seems anything fine enough, like reading, you don't want to figure out a way to get it over with in a hurry. I have a friend who is a speed reader, and you can ask him just about nearly any book. He'll say, yeah, I read that down at the bookstore. He just drags his finger down the middle of the page and reads it. I read all the these and ands and fors and twos. Sometimes, though, it pays to read slow. One of the things I want to read slow to you is this verse tonight. The secret is this: Christ in you, the hope of a glory to come. He it is whom we proclaim. Now, if you were a speed reader, you just drag your finger through there and say, secret Christ, you hope, glory, he whom proclaim. And you miss the good stuff. And the good stuff is this. The secret is this: Christ in you. All of the good things that he talks about up in the first of the chapter of Colossians is all this secret and all this mystery comes to reside in you. Do you believe that? Out of all the places that are in the world that God could deposit his truth, he chose folks like me and you, just because he loves us. I'm a quiet fellow, as you can see. Quiet, easygoing, peaceful, kind, gentle, meek, humble. Except when I'm mad. They have a scale at our house for measuring anger, and I hold the record. One of the things husband's supposed to do is to bring the money in and take the garbage out. Those two things. We have lots of garbage at our house. I think when we go on vacation, Peg put some in the freezer so we'll have some when we get back. It was a good day when the boys got old enough to take the garbage out. And they would take it outside and pour it on the ground around the cans. Oh, they put enough in the can so dogs would turn it over to see about it. I came out one lovely spring morning I get up early on Saturdays. That's my day off, and I don't want to miss any of it. And the breeze was right, and the trees were just right, and the sunshine was shining, and the lake was sparkling, and it was just a great day. I wish now I hadn't even looked over by the garbage cans. But there it was, all over the ground. I don't even know how the lid got on the roof. But they still say at my house, "Is he mad?" And somebody will say, "Yeah." They'll say, "Is he garbage can mad?" Yeah. Now, by all that's right and fair, Christ should have said to me, "Now look, son, I tried living with you, but every time we go out, you embarrass me. Every time I think you're doing better, you do something dumb. And I don't think I'm going to run around with you anymore. When you get to doing better, I'll call you. Don't call me." Would have been right. Would have been fair. But he says, it's right into the context of your life. Right into the noise. Right into the struggle. Right into the strife. That's where I'll come to live with you. Maybe days I'll bite my lip, but I have come to live with you. And he's there all the time in the context of your life.
Time after time I went searching for peace in some void. I was trying to blame all my ills on this world I was in. Surface relationships used me till I was done in. And all the while someone was waiting to free me from sin. He was there all the time.
celebrate the one of grace.
Yes, when you think about how great he is, then put that verse against it again. The secret is this: Christ in you. All of that greatness, all of that majesty, all of that wonder in you. Now, to tell you the truth, I don't think I would have done that. Oh, I know you could trust the secret to me. After all, I've written 3 books. But some of you, I'll try not to look right at you. But some of you, I don't think I would have entrusted the secret to. Some people don't know how to keep a secret. My wife thinks that a secret is something you tell to one person at a time. Some people don't even know how to tell a secret. I heard about a lady the other day who was telling some kind of juicy bit of gossip, and the other one said, "Well, tell me more." And she said, "I've already told you more than I heard." And I just think if I had been God with all his wisdom, I'm not really sure that I would have entrusted the secret to folks like you. When I was a kid at this church we used to go to where my dad was a song leader, we were holiness people. And I wanted to go somewhere else to church. It seemed like we had all the strange people in town. It wasn't until I grew up and started traveling around on Sunday nights that I saw that we didn't have all the strange people at our place. We have an official church busybody at our church. I wasn't there the night she was elected, but she must have been, because she is. And you have one too, don't you? Who came to your mind when I said busybody? In you. Can you believe that? Out of all the kinds of people we are, all our differences, all our weaknesses, all the strange things that make us us, that's the place he puts the secret. When I was a senior in college, I was pastoring a little church over in northeast Nashville, and I did a lot of calling. Not enough, I guess, because it kind of stayed a little church over in northeast Nashville. But there was one good lady over there, an older lady, who just always was glad to see me. And I always went to see her quite a bit. She just always cheered me up and prayed for me and gave me tea and cookies and stuff. They meant even more to us after we went back to thank her, and she said, "Those are the last 4 glasses from my crystal when I was married over 65 years ago." We don't use those glasses every day. As a matter of fact, we don't even use our own crystal every day. We're saving it for good. I've been married for 27 years, and if you measure good by how often we've used the crystal, we haven't had much good at our house. I like glasses that match. Just something about glasses that go together. It seems like a kind of simple thing. And I usually buy a set of glasses for Christmas for Peggy, and after everybody's kind of changed stuff around, and everybody's put their presents out, and I'm the last one, I take all the Ronnie McDonald plastic glasses out of the cabinet, all the assorted stuff we've gathered up over the year, and put them in a box and line these nice new glasses out in neat, orderly rows. It just looks good. It just seems nicer to me when you eat to have the glasses match. That doesn't seem too much to ask, does it? But you know what happens sometime in mid-January, or sometimes we make it to February? Somebody finishes the peanut butter. And sits the glass on the counter. Somebody takes the glass and puts it in the dishwasher. Somebody takes it out of the dishwasher and puts it on the shelf. Somebody takes it off the shelf and puts it on the table. And here we are. 4 of us now with nice, neat glasses that match. And this one old peanut butter jar. You know, with part of the label still stuck on the bottom. You know. There are some people in life, and you know them, who are like crystal. They just have a natural grace and beauty and dignity about them. They seem to be such lovely vessels to hold the secret. They know what to say in their benediction when they come. You know those kind of folk. You know, I don't want to push this too far, but you know there are some other people who are kind of like peanut butter jars. With part of the old label still attached. But the secret is this. Through the Spirit of God, Christ comes to dwell in us all. And we are all vessels unto honor because of what he brings to our hearts and lives. We are not something because of what we are. We are something because of what we contain. And he always brings more. He always adds, never subtracts, always multiplies, never divides, always more in you.
If I could find the right words to say, to tell you just what Christ means to me, I'd say that he's more than I could show, and more than you'll ever know. Christ means more to me
"What shall I do then with Jesus who is called Christ?" Pilate asked. They all answered, "Crucify him." "Why? What crime has he committed?" asked Pilate. But they shouted all the louder, "Crucify him." When Pilate saw that he was getting nowhere, but that instead an uproar was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd. "I am innocent of this man's blood," he said. "It is your responsibility." All the people answered, "Let his blood be on us and on our children." Then he released Barabbas to them, but he had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified. Then the governor's soldiers took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, and then wove a crown of thorns and set it on his head. They put a staff in his right hand and knelt in front of him and mocked him. "Hail, King of the Jews," they said. They spit on him and took the staff and struck him on the head again and again. After they had mocked him, they took off the robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to crucify him.
Go ahead, drive the nails in my hands, laugh at me where you stand. Go ahead and say it isn't me. The day will come when you will see, 'cause I'll rise again. There's no power on earth
my people.